Slide 1. A readability analysis of Japanese English textbooks. Kiyomi Watanabe, Saniku Gakuin College, Japan. Watanabe K at saniku.ac.jp. Slide 2. In Japan, every primary and secondary schools are required to use the textbooks which are based on the curriculum guideline set by the government called Course of Study. It is revised mostly every 10 years, and the latest version was made in 2008. Slide 3. The new revision made in 2008 includes the following notable points. Number 1. For junior high schools, years 7 through 9, the number of vocabulary to be taught is increased from 900 to 1200 words. Number 2. The grammatical limitation was taken out. Number 3. It has more focus on communication skills. Slide 4. Many teachers of English feel the following changes for the new textbooks. Since the vocabulary volume was increased, the textbook publishers increased the pages and content of their English textbooks. Number 2. The teachers feel the new textbooks are more difficult than the old textbooks. Slide 5. The aim for the study is twofold. Number 1. To statistically compare the new English textbooks with the old textbooks, to verify the feeling of teachers of English if the new textbooks are more difficult than the old textbooks. Number 2. To statistically compare the 3 new English textbooks to see if there are any difference in readability. Slide 6. Before going into actual analysis, I would like to talk a little about the software that I used for the analysis. Ozasa Fukui Year Level. This is a software to measure English difficulty level based on the old course of study. It calculates any given English sentence and places it to a year level from junior high school year 1, year 7 of 12-year system to year 1 of high school year 10. And the calculations are based on the 4 variables: length of sentence, length of word, difficulty level of word, and difficulty level of idiom. Slide 7. I chose 3 most popular textbooks for junior high school: Sunshine, New Horizon, and New Crown. Each set of textbook contains 3 books for 3 years of junior high school. Slide 8. This is a result of a Sunshine textbook. Please note that in the old textbooks, the average score was 1.5 for Book 1, 2.5 for Book 2, and 3.5 for Book 3. Slide 9. This is a result of New Horizon textbooks. Again, in the old textbooks, Book 1 started out with 1.1, Book 2 with 2.1, and Book 3 with 3.1. Slide 10. This is a result of New Crown textbooks. Again, in the old textbooks, the average score of Book 1 was 1.5, 2.5 for Book 2, and 3.5 for Book 3. Slide 11. I would like to note 3 findings as a result of the analysis. Number 1. On average, the difficulty level of the 3 newly revised English textbooks are lower than those of the old textbooks. Number 2. In the new textbooks, the difficulty level does not grow steadily. It does not follow the principle of steady growth. Number 3. The level of each lesson often jumps up or down. Slide 12. Discussion Point 1. The findings of the readability analysis with Ozasa Fukui Year Level clearly show that while the number of words used in the textbooks was increased from 900 to 1200, the difficulty level did not grow but seemingly diminished. The detailed figures indicate that those lessons with low difficulty levels tend to have less number of collocations. Slide 13. Discussion Point 2. The fact that difficulty level did not grow steadily in most of the textbooks but often jumps up or down irregularly possibly indicates that each lesson focuses on the content and disregards its difficulty level. The reason probably lies in the objective of the newly devised course of study, which is fostering a positive attitude toward communication through foreign languages. Slide 14. Discussion Point 3. Overall, while the newly devised textbooks contain more new words than the previous textbooks and have more volume, total number of words and sentences, their difficulty levels on average are not as high as the previous textbooks. Slide 15. Discussion Point 4. The fact that some of the reading sections and lessons showed high figures in difficulty level would refer one of the major points of the revision of course of study, that it places an emphasis on communicative skills rather than learning grammatical rules. Slide 16. Conclusion. Number 1. The findings of the present study would give the objective characteristics of the newly devised Japanese textbooks based on new course of study. The overall year level of the new textbooks compared to that of the previous textbooks show that their difficulty level is lower than that of the old textbooks, and their difficulty level do not follow the principle of steady growth. Slide 17. Conclusion 2. Further studies are needed to verify my suggestion that reasons for the lower level in the new textbooks may lay in the focusing on more on communication skills. For instance, by using Wordsmith, an application software for text calculation, to find the number of total words in the new textbooks and ratio of new word appearance, and by comparing its results with that of the old textbooks, factors that are contributing to making the difference between the new and old textbooks should emerge. Slide 18. Thank you for listening. I would like to have your comment or questions. Please send them to the following address: watanabek@saniku.ac.jp